Global warming, greenhouse emission, depletion of energy resources, and end of the world. These issues, which we frequently encounter on television and social media these days, may be one of the biggest problems that humanity faced. Green planet Earth is warming rapidly, glaciers are melting, unrecycled wastes are forming a new continent, and Earth is rapidly transforming into a grey planet. Especially, excessive use of fossil fuels accelerate this process. Fossil fuels, which take the biggest slices of the cake in the electricity and heating production, are seen as indispensable resources for many. So are we really so dependent on fossil fuels? Of course no. It's possible to produce solutions without harming nature. Although renewable energy sources were launched as expensive and inefficient methods in the past, they have gained great popularity in recent years. Solar, wind, wave, hydraulic turbines, hydrogen fuel cells, and many renewable energy sources can help us to prevent carbon emissions, especially in houses. Today we live in houses that consume only energy and cause a large amount of carbon emission. But if our houses produce their own energy, reduce carbon emissions, and sell their excess energy, with the Greenhouse project, we try to find an answer to this question. The Greenhouse is a project based on use of renewable energy sources and recycling. While generating energy with renewable energies, we established a self-sufficient system using rainwater and treated grey wastewater. Meanwhile, we didn't forget electrical cars and located an energy charge station in the garage of the house. But how it works? We based our project on a detached house. We used solar panels. Solar panels are positioned on the mobile platform and thus capture the rays of the sun in the most efficient way. Wind turbines are divided into two parts. We stored energy using vertical wind turbines on the rooftop and in the garden. Additionally, the wind turbines on the part facing the road also use wind energy released from the movements of vehicles. With the angled roof design, we enabled more water to be collected. Rainwater is transferred to the tanks in the attic through the canals on the roof. From here, it goes towards the water tanks, and in the meantime, it enables energy production by running the water turbines. Small energy for houses, but big energy for zero emission. And the heart of the whole system is a closed space outside the house. What makes it so important is the tools inside: fuel cell, electrolyzer, fuel tanks, and water tanks. Clean water is stored with rainwater tanks, but the continuity of the system is maintained with the treated grey water during periods of insufficient rain. Hydrogen and oxygen required by the hydrogen fuel cell are produced by electrolyzers. Fuel tanks are used for oxygen and hydrogen storage. The hydrogen boiler has used to the house with using hydrogen and oxygen. While performing this process, it contributes to zero emission by not causing carbon dioxide and NOx emissions. The fuel cell, which will supply most of energy needs of the house with its 60% electricity efficiency, also helps the house to warm up with the cogeneration application. Thanks to the canals around the fuel cell, the water circulating around the fuel cell heats up and circulates inside the house to help it warm up. The cooled water returns to fuel cell and this cycle continues. Both the service life of the fuel cell increases and heat energy is not wasted. Well, isn't it dangerous to have so many tools together? Hydrogen is known as a dangerous fuel in society. Hydrogen is a gas that requires careful handling because it's both colorless and reacts easily with flammable gases. Possible problems can be prevented with sensitive sensors to be used against gas leakages caused by hydrogen-oxygen tanks and fuel cells. Also, fire prevention systems to work in emergency situations. In addition, you will be able to see all the information without being at house, with an application where the data of all systems is transferred during operation. Greenhouse. Sorry, not this one. Greenhouse for a green future.